Welcome to 2021, bitches. It just seems like yesterday I said that, and it basically was. It was 7 days ago. Okay, so congratulations. You have made it a week with me. That is more than most people can handle. So good job. Good job staying committed to your lessons for a week. Good job reading A Course in Miracles if you have it for a week. Good job choosing peace for a week. Is this your first week? All right, so welcome. Today, there it is again. Today is I See Only the Past. And I have, do I need a drink already? I have two different books in front of me today because in one of the readings today, it said to read a certain section. And remember how I was telling you that like different books seem different to me? Like they are the same words, I think. But like this book that I had to go get in order to read you something today maybe, has numbers on the paragraphs and like, which annoyed me at first. But now today when it's giving me a specific passage to look up, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe you are handy. You annoying little numbers. And that's ridiculous because I love numbers. All right, so I See Only the Past. Now, when we come together in the afternoon hangouts for me to try to pull myself together, I'm not always gonna like reiterate the lesson. Like I feel like you in the lesson should be like have your own little like intimate thing going on. I don't want to interject too much about like the lesson. A lot of times they don't make sense to me either. Like yesterday, like last night, like I was thinking about the video I made and I'm like, I think I missed something. Like I don't think I got something. I think I maybe fucked it up. I don't know. So it's like these are just sort of like accompanying hangouts so that we can come together because we are sharing intentions that are very similar: love, peace, joy, forgiveness, unity, and I appreciate us coming together. So today I did hang out with Tina Jesus. I took some notes and then I did the pathways. I think you'll like the notes, and it's funny because I record the notes in the morning and then like some time passes and then I kind of forget them myself. So that's why you always want to be writing down your ideas. You want to, repeat things that you want to anchor in and sink in. And so that's why it's good for me, myself, to have these lessons, these notes. I can go back and look. I'm trying to figure out a way, and I think I got it figured out. Like if you would want like a PDF of my notes, I'm gonna like maybe do that like once a month, have a download, and that you can, if you wanted to like go back, because we're gonna forget all this. That's why we have to do it every year. But we're just committing to 2021, or you're just committing to the next 300 and whatever days from where you're at. But okay, should I just like give you the notes? Because I'm like seriously rambling right now. Your life is already beginning to shift. Do you believe me? Do you believe Jesus? Because that's what Tina Jesus said this morning. Your life is already beginning to shift. Like we've only been hanging out for 7 days. We've only read 7 weird ass lessons together. 7's like my favorite number. Well, one of them, I hate to choose favorite numbers because, a lot of them are good to me. But 7 days, 1 week, we're already beginning to shift, and you might feel it in your body. You might feel it in your mind. You might see it already in your life. But anyways, that's what TJ was talking about today. I see only the past is the lesson. And when we stop doing that, we will get our energy differente. Now, what's funny is, not just my spin on the Spanish language. What's funny is when I wrote shift, as you can see inside you. See inside you? Okay, wake up, Sadie. You can see in front of you. The F is wonky. But apparently that's how I make my F's. Like, just, and I laughed to myself because I was like, yeah, just, for the sake of being completely unlegible, I like to throw in a cursive lowercase f, in the printing just to enhance my chicken scratch. Well, when I said chicken scratch, didn't I get thrown back into an old memory from 8th grade when the English teacher basically reprimanded me in front of the class and called my handwriting chicken scratch. So anyways, I wish I could remember who today. So you may be feeling changes in your mind, body, and life. When we change, we are changing our future. Time is changeable. Those are some things that Tina Jesus said today. But yeah, what a great experience. Like, whenever I can see myself, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I just did what I'm not supposed to do. And it was all because of the letter F that looked like a weird, really lazy G. All right. Let go of fear. Your mind is in the past. So now that memory didn't trigger fear for me. It triggered me wanting to be like, look at me now, bitch. That's what it triggered in me. Like, yeah, fuck you and your perfect little handwriting. Like, look, I got 3 people viewing my video right now, loving my chicken scratch. So, but anyways, that's still a negative. It's not fear, but it's definitely a friend of fear. Resentment, revenge, unforgiveness, judgment. So yeah, what a blessing though for me to see it and laugh at it and hand it over to the Holy Spirit and say, take this shit and get the fuck out of here. So anyways, here's our beautiful message. Align your mind with love. So you are ready. Okay, it gets less beautiful now. So you are ready for the upcoming revelations. So yeah, shit's gonna hit the fan. And you need to stay in peace. You need to be a peacekeeper. You need to be one of those people that is not gonna let go of the light. You're not gonna let go of love. You're gonna see clearly through the illusion. You're going to align your mind with love. And Jesus was saying, do it now. Do it now. If Jesus was a Southern black man, he'd be like, honey, you do it now. Like, seriously, because you best be ready. So stay in peace. And that's why, like, I knew right before the new year, that I needed a really strong, consistent, almost to the point of obnoxiously obsessed game plan of peace for 2021. So that is why I literally commit a large portion of my day to these videos, to my study, to my reflection, to my practice, because I don't want to give myself a chance to fall out of peace. I don't want to give myself a chance to scroll on Twitter and see the craziness in the world. I help it not. I help it not by adding my energy to it, because I'm not quite yet that kind of person who can look at it and not be affected. I mean, seriously, if I'm still being affected from the 8th grade, whatever the fuck she was, teacher for me in 8th grade that reprimanded me, like, if that still triggers me to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'd trip her if she walked by me, then I probably should not watch the news. Okay. Path of light. POL. Is this our remedy for the POS in our life and in ourself? That made me laugh. So POL is the remedy for the POS, especially when it's you. So the truth is, from the path of light, that love is always there, but can you see it? So even when we look at crazy stuff, violent stuff, love, excuse me. Love is still there. I choked on it. Love is always there, but can you see it? I don't know. The way that my throat chakra is collapsing right now. I'm just sort of reflecting in an inappropriate time because I'm supposed to be making a video. Yeah, can we always see it? This is an interesting thing. Okay, now I look up and see my affirmation card that's been here for a month that I wrote. I believe in love because I am love. Love is my power. Yeah, we basically have to just keep on saying it over and over and over again. Yesterday I watched Blossom Goodchild and her channeling of White Cloud, and they really are just, please say the affirmations with us. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. And I just feel like we could put in I am the peace in our mind too, you know. But it's like we have to just stay ahead of the game. Stay out of the game. And when we look at the game, can we look through the game and see the love that is always there? Can you look at some POS and actually see that they too are your brother? They too are a child of God. Are you going to cough again in everybody's ear, Sadie? They too have love in them. They have the capability of love. They have the potential of miracles. It's their right too to have a miracle in their life. And so when I catch myself judging people, like, okay, me judging that old teacher, like I'm judging her. Yeah, she judged me, and then I'm still judging her, right? And it's like, okay, well, I want to stop doing that. Okay, so then like in my life current, like when I see people doing stupid stuff like to their bodies, they're not taking care of themselves, like, you know, like people get second chances all the time, and then like they don't like change their like they get like maybe like a scary like thing that they might have in their body. Well, then they get a clean bill of health and they celebrate by lighting up a cigarette. And it's like, oh God, when will you ever learn? You get a second chance and you just don't even. Anyways, what's the problem here? Me judging them. So I need to stop that. All right. So when we let the past go, we let judgment go. So if I can let that past thought of Mrs. Judge my chicken scratch handwriting, I don't even know who she is. I can't even see her in my mind. I have no visual for this lady at all, except for the fact that, you know, she singled me out, made an example of me, and now, over 20 years later, I'd still trip her. All right, so let the past go. Let judgment go. Let it go that I spelled that word wrong. Don't judge me, okay? Let illusions go. Let unforgiveness go. Let fear go. Let separation go. Let violence go. Let hate go. Let the past go. Free yourself, for crying out loud. Free yourself. So I know I should probably stop because the garbage guy's out front, but I already like coughed up a loogie in your ear, so we'll just listen to the garbage guy be loud too. When are you bringing the past into now? So this is what we want to watch ourselves today. When are we bringing the past into now? We want to be very aware. Like I caught myself and I laughed at myself, but it's like, hey, sometimes this stuff spills out of our closets that we need to clean up. So we clean out our closets. We look at our messy thoughts that spilled out of our closets in the back of our mind. And we look at its meaninglessness. We look at the past. We see it as meaningless. And then we be healed. Yeah, baby, we be healed. Yeah, baby, we be healed. And Holy Spirit will do all the work. That's the coolest thing, if you are just willing. So just be willing to clean out your closets and your messy thoughts and look at its meaninglessness in the past and be healed. And Holy Spirit will do all the work. But you, honey bear, need to be vigilant with yourself. All right, so chapter 26, if you have a book, open it up. Chapter 26, part 5, and the paragraphs 13 and 14. I'm going to read it to you. I know, you don't want me to, but I'm gonna. All right, so here it is. These have the little numbers on the side, which, yes, annoyed me at first, but now I'm finding appreciation for them. That's like me with a lot of people in my life too. Initially, you annoy me, but then I don't know, then I start to appreciate you. All right, each day, ready? Each day and every minute in each day and every instant that each minute holds, we're just gonna have to break eye contact, okay? You but relive the single instant that the time of terror took the place of love. Do I have to read this slower so I can understand it? So every day and every minute in each day and every instant that each minute holds, that's like pretty much every freaking second, you but relive the single instant when the time of terror took the place of love. And so you die each day to live again until you cross the gap between the past and present, which is not a gap at all. Such is each life, a seeming interval from birth to death and on to life again, a repetition of an instant gone by long ago that cannot be relived. Hang in there. And all the time is but the mad belief that what is over is still here and now. Okay, that was the first paragraph. So it was basically saying we keep on reliving the same bullshit again and again. See, aren't you glad that I'm here to give you the Cliff Notes? All right, moving on. I almost need reading glasses. Here we go. Forgive the past and let it go, for it is gone. You stand no longer on the ground that lies between the worlds. You have gone on and reached the world that lies at heaven's gate. There is no hindrance to the will of God, nor any need that you repeat again a journey that was over long ago. Look gently on your brother and behold the world in which perception of your hate has been transformed into a world of love. That's what you're supposed to read. And I know a lot of people don't have the book, so I just did it for you. Okay. So yeah. Why do history repeats itself? Duh. Yeah. That's why they want you to learn it in school. That's why they want you to repeat. They want you to keep repeating it. And they feed you this line of bullshit, like you have to like study history so it don't happen again. But once you learn the laws of the universe and start hooking up with A Course in Miracles, you're like, that kind of seems to be the opposite. It kind of seems to me like you're having us repeat this so it keeps repeating. Like you actually want us to be living these lives. And then you're like, okay, but instead of worrying about the big thing, like, do you do that in your own life? Like, do you constantly fight with people about the same stuff? Do you have the same issues with your wife? Does your husband drive you crazy about the same things? Do you keep on having these like similar experiences? It's kind of like if you leave one relationship, I'm just gonna break it down into like another way to look at this, and you don't clean up your energy and you don't learn your lessons, you will literally attract that same relationship with a different person. And it'll be creepy when it keeps happening for the third and fourth and fifth time. It's like, wake up. You constantly bring the past with you, with you, with you. And so that's basically what this is about today. Us saying, I see only the past. Oh my God, like I see only the past, everything. And yeah, it is really strange maybe at first, but it's like, yeah, like I guess like everything is the past, right? Weird. All right. So anyways, I did love the part about cleaning out your messy closets. I did love the part about being healed with the Holy Spirit. I did love the part about letting all the craziness go. Let it go. Unless you want to keep bringing it with you. If there's somebody that's like, well, my past was beautiful, then I mean, I guess that's okay. All right. So I didn't read you we didn't do the POL yet. All right, Pathways of Light. I know, so much reading today, so much listening, so much opening, so much willingness, so much healing. It's like, ugh.
Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 7, Insights. I see only the past. The truth is, love is ever present. By seeing the present through the filter of the past, we cannot see the love that is always there. All our judgments are based upon the past. When we let the past go, we let judgment go. We let illusions go. The recognition that our habit has been to see only the past is fundamental to forgiveness. Unforgiveness, holding a grievance, is simply holding the past against the present. When we have let go of the past entirely, there will be no grievances. We will have opened the door to the experience of heaven. We stand at the gate that is open. Without the past, there are no barriers, and we can move with joy into the safe and loving arms of God. This is the gift that comes with recognizing that on our own we see only the past. This lesson, in just 5 words, offers us the gift of heaven. It is worth practicing the exercise and opening our hearts and minds to its teaching. In the text, Jesus tells us, "Look gently on your brother, and behold the world in which perception of your hate has been transformed into a world of love." In the eternal now, we are in heaven. In the eternal now, we are still as God created us, whole, perfect, and complete. In the eternal now, there is no time. There is no distance. As we learn to let go of our belief in time, we are freed from the chains of the ego. We are freed from believing in a past or a future. We learn to recognize that there is no past or future, only the eternal present. As I practice this lesson today, it is helpful for me to look at the past as simply a false idea to be undone, a mistaken thought that means nothing. As I go through my day, it is helpful for me to practice recognizing how I am bringing the past to the present. It is helpful for me to practice taking the false ideas that I now see to the Holy Spirit to be undone for me. It is helpful to practice recognizing when I am bringing the past into the future. It is helpful to practice seeing how this hides my awareness of the eternal present. As I continue to practice, I will remember that only God is. Love is in the eternal present. Past and future are nowhere and nothing in truth. Remembering this takes constant vigilance in handing over my thoughts to the Holy Spirit. I can't undo this alone. I have much help. A helpful reference for this lesson from the text is found in chapter 26, section 5, paragraphs 13 to 14, and on page 552. In this section, Jesus reminds us that every day of our life is just a repetition of the instant we chose to hallucinate separation rather than be awake to the truth of our oneness with God. And he says, "And all of time is but the mad belief that what is over is still here and now." 13:4. As we realize that the past is really over and our grievance against love's oneness cannot be repeated over and over in reality, we see the importance of practicing this lesson with diligence. I cannot be afraid to look at my past. Some of it is buried in my subconscious, out of sight. My life only looks calm on the surface. The rooms of my life are fairly orderly, but open the closets and they are a jumble of thoughts I think I keep hidden from sight because they are messy. I don't like the messy simply because it is, well, messy. I like the orderly, beautiful, peaceful. But the messy sometimes comes out of the closet into my seemingly orderly room. I remind myself that it tumbles out of the closet for me to look at it so I can see its nothingness, its meaninglessness, and let myself be healed of it. It does not tumble out for me to feel shame or guilt at living a less than perfect life, one full of mistakes. Life is much like cleaning out closets. One never knows what one will find at the back. Maybe something stashed there for eons of time. We have accumulated so many mistaken perceptions we think are real, necessary, and even valuable. But everything in the closet is of the past. I don't need it anymore. With the help of Holy Spirit, I can open the doors wide, letting in plenty of light, and stand steadfast in the knowledge that none of it can hurt me or affect me, the real me, in any way. This need not be a particularly difficult task if I am mindful that Holy Spirit will do all the work if I am willing. Today, I am willing to look at old thoughts and ideas with Holy Spirit and let go of all that does not serve love and peace, all the while learning more about remembering who I really am. Today, I am willing to let all of my mind, what I think I see and what my mind wants to save in a dark place, let all be healed by Holy Spirit. Today, I am willing to be untroubled by all that I see from the past. pathwaysoflight.org.
Okay, so day 7, lesson 7, what are you going to do? You're going to start to see that you see the past and everything, and you're going to start to align yourself differently. You're going to start aligning yourself with love, with peace, with light, with Holy Spirit. So you can definitely do this. You can definitely keep on going. You did 7 days. You might as well just keep on it now, right? So thanks so much for hanging out with me and listening to all these great readings and insights and lessons and notes and notes and notes and notes. I appreciate you helping change the world by doing your inner work. And let's all collectively decide right now to let the past go. Hold everything. I forgot to give you a cookie. And I'm sorry about that. So here's your cookie. Like seriously, you made it a week and you don't even get a freaking cookie?